I'm taking my theme for Lent this year from one of Paul's letters. Each Sunday in Lent, I'll be looking at a few verses from Paul's letters to the churches he founded or went to visit. But the overall theme doesn't come from one of his letters to churches, but from the first letter he wrote to his companion Timothy, a young man whom he mentored and grew into the next generation of Christian leaders. So let's look at two verses from the first letter of Paul to Timothy. It's from chapter 6, the second half of verse 11 and verse 12. Pursue righteousness, godliness, faith, love, steadfastness, and gentleness. Fight the good fight of the faith. Take hold of the eternal life to which you were called, and about which you made the good confession in the presence of many witnesses. Do it, says St. Paul to Timothy. And in the Greek, you can clearly see two words put together: flee, chase after. In these verses, Paul is telling Timothy that he has to actively put his faith into practice. Flee these things, pursue other things. Do it. Live out the faith that has been given to you by grace. Pursue righteousness, godliness, faith, love, steadfastness, and gentleness. Fight the good fight of the faith. Through Lent, I'll be picking up some words of advice from St. Paul's letter to churches that help us put some flesh on that, help us see how we can use Lent not to be gloomy and give up pleasures, but as a practicing ground for our Christian life. If you're an athlete or a musician, then you put time and effort and energy and hard work into practicing. You don't worry about making mistakes. Making mistakes is how you learn. We shouldn't be any the less committed to practicing as Christians. And Lent is our opportunity to practice how to live our faith in practice. Not worrying when we get it wrong, but learning by reflecting on how we're doing, on how to do it better.